1. Overview. Too optimistic. nVidia has been the strongest player in the graphics unit industry and has been in the spotlight for the fact that graphic units outperform processing units in AI analysis. In addition to the rapid growth of AI technology, development of the next-generation chip, Blackwell Dual, announced at 4 on March 18, appears to have played a significant role. Perhaps that is why buy opinions are rampant in various media and analyses. In times like this, you need to be careful. In particular, two directors sold a significant amount of stock a few days before Blackwell's announcement. The stock price is rising, and you should be cautious about investing simply because insiders are selling. Let's do a personal analysis on the current stock investment in nVidia. 2. Stock sources too much. Even though it went up too much. nVidia is a company that monopolizes more than 90% of the AI semiconductor market. So it is clear that it is a great company. In addition, stock prices are soaring thanks to the AI craze. But it rose too much. The stock price, which was $146 at the end of 2022, rose more than 6 times in 15 months. Thanks to this, its market capitalization exceeded $1 trillion in June of last year, and exceeded $2 trillion 8 months later, ranking third in US market corporate market capitalization after Microsoft and Apple. Although it is a great company, there are questions about whether it is good enough to be ranked third in market capitalization. 3. War for the throne begins. First of all, there are too many competitors. They are all developing new chips. Existing powerhouses such as AMD, Intel, and Apple have begun to catch up. They are developing chips optimized for AI by adding tensor process units. If they succeed in developing something great, nVidia's stock price will plummet. Among them, Jim Keller's actions stand out. He is a legend in chip design. It is also called the hand of Midas, a person who developed the semiconductor needed for Tesla's autonomous driving system in 18 months. He contributed to the early days of Apple's semiconductor production and designed AMD Zen, effectively saving AMD from its near collapse. He started a company a few years ago called Tenstorrent. They declare that they will produce a tensor-based AI chip. Although existing chips are better suited for AI than TPUs, there is ample room for improvement because they are optimized for graphics tasks. He is designing AI-specific chips from scratch, and his target customers are AI startups. Last year, he changed his role from CTO to CEO. He started it, so something will come out soon. It remains to be seen how much impact he will have in the market. There's a saying that yesterday's customers are today's enemies. nVidia's major customers, Microsoft and Meta platforms, have also entered the next-generation chip development war. Until now, they have been customers, but it looks like they will soon become competitors for the throne.
The first rule of channel is subscribe channel. Second rule of channel is click like.
4. New alternative technology. New technologies that will surpass nVidia's Blackwell are being developed. If any of these technologies are commercialized, it will inevitably be a huge negative for nVidia. It is closely related to the phenomenon of increasing competitive companies. In the previous chapter, first, RISC. This is an open architecture developed by David Peterson of the University of California, Berkeley. It can be seen as a powerful prototype for the next-generation chip. The second is complementary transformer technology developed by KAIST Korea, Advanced Institute of Technology. It is optimized for artificial neural networks, an essential technology for deep learning. Until now, an artificial neural network has relied on software implementation. However, AN was implemented in hardware. The fundamentals themselves are completely different. Qualcomm's on-device artificial intelligence is also worth noting. Qualcomm is currently working hard to develop quantum computers. Finally, it is the most important quantum computing technology. Quantum computers are still far from being commercialized, but who owns the original technology will have a huge impact on stock prices, as well as technological hegemony. It is literally a destructive innovation. Since the concept itself has been sufficiently discussed, it is no exaggeration to say that nVidia's future depends on which company or research institute develops this technology first. 5. Action of board member. It is important to note that board members sold large quantities of shares. It may simply be short-term profit-making. The problem is different if it was sold, due to the uncertainty caused by the intensifying competition mentioned above. In this case, it means that there is internal knowledge, that there are factors that may cause concern about the stock price falling in the future. The scale is actually not small. Director Cox sold 200,000 shares at $850. 3 cents to $852.50 on the 5th. However, he still holds more than 3.7 million shares, even after the massive sale. Director Mark Stevenson, who has served as nVidia director since 2008, also sold 12,000 shares of nVidia stock at $852.06 to $855.02 on the 4th. It amounts to a total of $180 million. Although it may seem small compared to the total market capitalization, this amount of selling in a short period of time is actually a very large sale. 6. Strategy for invest. The strategy is hold or wait. Watch other companies, and then decide again. It appears that the adjustment has begun. The time to buy is when the gap between the support line disappears, and a rebound begins. A short-term correction is likely. If you are a long-term investor, it seems better to wait until the disparity from the 120-day or 240-day line disappears through technical analysis before buying. In fact, the price has been falling continuously since the day of analysis. After setting a support line, buy if you see support. There's a high possibility of a long-term rise before a new technology that overwhelms Blackwell appears, so it is okay to buy it on a day when trading volume is high and supported by the support line. However, as mentioned before, you need to pay close attention to the movements of competitors. I also plan to continuously update about their movements.